It's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL, Giants, and Cowboys. We've got a promo code for you guys. It's October if you want 15% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Cowboys big favorites in this one, minus 9.5 at home. The total is 54. The Giants are 0-4 on the year, 2-2 against the spread. Cowboys just 1-3 and 0-4 against the spread. Nick from the Insiders Room here to talk this epic NFC East matchup. Say that with a little sarcasm. Nick, what you got for us on this one?
Well, these teams see each other twice a year, and last year Dallas won both games straight up and against the spread, and both of those games went over the number. But I was just going to ask, do you think Mike McCarthy is regretting his decision at this point to come over to the Cowboys? I mean, that's an
Their
embarrassing
offense
loss.
looks good.
That's true. But it is an embarrassing loss to the Browns at home last weekend. Maybe Jason Garrett shouldn't have been the fall guy. I'm not sure, but Dallas's defense is now on the verge of becoming historically bad. The offense has issues, giving up big leads early. I mean, that's become a recurring theme for this team. Also, there's been questionable game management, both from players and also from coaches. Dallas, it gave up 338 yards in the first half to Cleveland, and it also allowed a franchise record 307 rushing yards in that game. Dak Prescott, he's made a few questionable decisions himself this year, but overall, I would say that he's been the best player on this team. I mean, basically, he's the only reason his team even has been competitive at this point. The Giants have issues, obviously. They could care less about the Cowboys' problems. But give credit to the Giants, really. You know, a 17-9 loss to the Rams last weekend, that's probably their best effort of the season so far, considerably better than the 36-9 loss at home to the 49ers the week before. And so one thing I wanted to point out, New York was deceptively decent on the defensive side last weekend, because the 17 points it gave up to the Rams, that was the lowest point total of the year so far. In fact, in the two previous games, they gave up a combined 70 points over those two games. But I mean, I have no faith in Daniel Jones in this Giants offense, but I do have considerable faith in New York's defense. Scoring is up around the league. I think that Dallas can come out here in this game, though, and it will know that it won't be in a shootout with the Giants. New York has a very one-dimensional offense. And so I think that this is an opportunity for Dallas to finally start making some strides on the defensive side of the ball this weekend. As terrible as the Cowboys defense has been, it catches a big break face in this New York offense. One thing I wanted to mention is the NFC East is a train wreck right now. Even the 1-2-1 Eagles lead the division. Washington is currently tied at Dallas at 1-3. And so New York at 0-4, even at this point, it's still not mathematically eliminated from winning this division. So it's still wide open at this point. And so for me, I think that all of this high scoring in the NFL, it starts to reverse, especially in this game. So that's what I'm going to see. I think that both teams played a little more conservatively this weekend, and I think that this total will stay under the number, this sky-high number, once it's done.
Right. Maybe this is a chance for the Cowboys defense to not look absolutely horrendous. And to their credit, they've played some really good teams. I don't know how you defend Jarvis Landry throwing touchdown passes to Odell Beckham Jr., and I don't think we'll see that when it comes to this Giants offense. However, it should be interesting to see Jason Garrett facing his old team. Jason Garrett, now the offensive coordinator for the Giants. It's incredible to me that the Cowboys lead the league in passing yards per game, and they're still 1-3 on the year. And I don't know if that's Mike McCarthy or what, but I think it's a good spot for the Cowboys here to do well. I don't know if they cover 9.5. Personally, I'm not betting on NFC East games anymore because I cannot trust these teams. But I will say the Giants have been 3-1 to the under, Cowboys 3-1 to the over. So something's got to give. But yeah, I think it's a better spot for the Cowboys defense to maybe make some stops for once this year.
Absolutely. This is the game they've been waiting for, I guess, to finally get back on track here. But yeah, after these crazy, wild, high-scoring games where they've had to come from behind and almost get over the hump and then fall short, I think that this time out, the defense catches a huge break. And so I think finally this weekend, we're going to see some of these defenses finally stepping up.
Right, because the Cowboys played the Seahawks, and the Falcons, which Matt Ryan always puts up big numbers, and then the Rams, not a terrible offense. The Browns, like I said, ran some trick plays. So this Giants offense is definitely not the caliber of the teams that the Cowboys have played. So I think they should do a little better, and if they don't, Mike McCarthy better start looking at some other real estate, maybe in another state. That's going to do it for our time here on Picks and Parlays and our NFL talk. Nick, great stuff as always. Nick, thanks for joining us.